Pookie's as knackered as I am. Aren't you, darling? So we've gone to watching the Tour de France every day for 5 hours. Well, we've been here now about 2 weeks and I'm looking a bit rough. I know I am, because the beard's getting a bit longer and I'm still feeling pretty bad with this Ciguatera. But we've got some jobs done. So we've got the engines have been serviced and the generator's been serviced now, so that's good. But today we've got the electricians on board. And so I don't know if you remember what this looked like, but it looked like a bit of a dog's dinner, to be honest with you. And these guys have just spent all day connecting up this myriad of different wires and MPPT controllers so that we can get basically more out of the information that's being given to us by the solar panels, because well, our solar panels really weren't giving us a huge amount of input. We didn't really know why they were only producing about a kilowatt when we've got 2.2 kilowatts of solar. So maybe with all them MPPT controllers we'll at least have a bit more information going forward, because I want to be in the situation whereby if a panel's not working, I can see it on my app on my phone, I can log into it and go, right, fix that one, you know. So yeah, so we've been really busy actually. This is why the place looks like absolute chaos. One of the things we first had to buy though was this, an air conditioning unit. Being out the water means that we have got no ability to use our air conditioning units that's built into the boat, because they need seawater to keep them cold. And as you can see, there's not a lot of seawater down there. We're trying to cover everything up, ready for the winds later. We've took our trampolines off here. We're going to get them sort of looked at so that all the little holes in them are gone. And here are the guys up here sorting out the solar panels and making sure the wires go in properly. So it looks like our fuel tank's leaking, but oh, another job. Yeah, another job to get fixed. Never mind. See if that's any easier. You can't move it too quickly.
Yeah, that better.
Okay. Right. So looking in this cupboard that we use to hold our spare diesel, it was used for holding the gas tanks. It all looks fairly clean, and it all looks really quite clean down here as well, although there is a little bit of oil down there. Okay, we'll have to get somebody in.
So it could be there.
Yeah, well, we think the hole is just under there, and that's where the fuel's coming out. So there's a bit of fuel
Smell.
Well, as you can see, it's late at night. It's gone 8 o'clock, and well, the guys have gone for a cup of tea, but they're still working here on this. This is basically our new solar array that's going in. So we're going to have 1 MPPT per panel for 5 of the panels, and then 1 MPPT for 2 at the back, and then 1 MPPT for the big 3 at the back, all going into here and then all going back down to there. Now apparently this isn't very good down here. I don't really know, but apparently that red wire here isn't a very good quality one. It's very stiff, it's not really meant for marine, and he said that's why if it gets under any stress it's starting to burn out. He also says that the wind turbine wasn't wired in properly, because the neutral went to a shunt or something. Oh, this must mean something to somebody. But so yeah, so they're still working hard, bless them, and they're still doing a sound job. So I'd recommend Randy to anybody in Tobago, or Trinidad rather, getting their electrics done. He's working like this so he can get as much done as he possibly can, so that when we fly away soon, then most of everything's done. So yeah, so we feel pretty lousy still. I've just took a shower. First time I've been out the boat for anything other than grabbing stuff from the shops for absolutely days, which is not good. We are slowly, it is now what, it is 2 weeks, nearly 3 weeks, it'll be 3 weeks on Sunday. Today's Friday, so in 2 days time it'll be 3 weeks since we caught the Ciguatera from the poisoned wahoo. So yeah, we're still pretty knackered. I mean, doing much just makes us absolutely shattered. Also, strangely as well, you pick up something cool and it feels proper cold, and you pick up something cold and you just can't touch it. I mean, a chilled bottle in the fridge feels like it's giving you immediate sort of frostbite. You know, it's strange. It's a strange thing because you know it's not that cold and yet it feels really, really cold. Pookie's now, she tried to lift up the scooter, so we took the scooter out the other day to go and get somewhere because we couldn't walk that far. Then Pookie tried to pick it up and then she hurt her back, so now her back's bad. So yeah, we're a bit through the mill really, to be honest with you, with all this stuff going on. Hopefully you can hear me over the fans. The fans are blasting the air around here all the time, just to try and keep it cool, really, just to try and keep it feeling cool. I mean, it's not cool. I don't know how hot it is in here. It's probably, in fact it says 28. It's 28 degrees in here, so it's not cool. I mean, this is 8 o'clock at night and the fans and the aircon have just been going all day. The only one small benefit to me is that I get to watch the Tour de France for 3 hours every day, because I can't do much else other than sit there and watch TV anyway, which is a bit of a killer. But hey, so, you know, we're trying to eat healthily, we're trying not to eat rubbish, which is a bit of a challenge, to be fair, because let's face it, nobody wants to cook too much. Here she comes. Just got back.
We're downstairs.
Shattered.
Huh?
Shattered.
Yeah. So then again. Right. You're coming down. Unless your friend hate you, he will drop you. Boom. Do you like him enough to lower him gently? If he annoy you, you can just oops. Let it go.
You better hope I come down dead, because when I'm done, I'm gonna come for you.
Now I think he like you enough to save you.
Well, both the Genoa and the Code Zero were brought down. The Code Zero had a rip in it and needed repairing, and needed a new sunblock strip added. This Genoa here, that was fine really, but we did actually say to somebody, could they just look at the ends and just make sure all the stitching was in good order.
Too hot to be out here actually.
We had to venture out to the nearby shops to get things for medical supplies and food, but to be honest, it was shattering. Every now and again we were lucky and I got a lift back home on a tractor. And like getting a lift on the back of a tractor. Good job too, because I'm knackered today. Ciguatera is kicking in, it's not good at all. Went out to the chandlery, had a look for some rope, couldn't find it. Never mind. Back again at Peak Yachting. And these guys were just doing the land, so they give me a lift. Great.
One ambition we have for 2026 is to visit the USA and do a road trip. For this, we needed a visa.
What do we do now?
I was so lucky that day.
Okay, so here we are in St James's, and Pookie's just in this supermarket behind me trying to get some food. Jeepers, that was lucky. She didn't know. What she didn't know was about the booking. She didn't know about the booking for the trip to Amsterdam or to Thailand. So I was trying to keep it secret, and then we got in there and I was running out of space on my passport. So there you put a red flag on my application. I was thinking, oh my god, I hope I've got enough stamp spaces to get from here in Trinidad over to Amsterdam, because I've already booked it, I've already paid for all the people to go and meet us there. And I was thinking, oh god, if it gets delayed, we're in even more trouble, because I've already booked the flights and I've already booked all that. And yeah, sure. So yeah, basically, well, it looks like it might have worked out. So here's hoping. The application was successful, so that's very good. So now we've just got to wait for the passports to come back, and hopefully I'll have enough spare spaces to get us to Amsterdam, and then from Amsterdam to Trinidad, to Thailand, and then Thailand back home to get a new passport. Let's wait and see.
Whilst we waited for our passports to be returned, we got some more jobs done. But it was now only days before our trip to Amsterdam, and I was getting nervous that we'd get them back in time, and whether I'd have enough space on mine to actually travel. I gave Pookie 24 hours notice that we would be leaving Trinidad. The story I gave her was that my sister had an apartment in Gibraltar, and if we flew to Amsterdam we could change there and fly to Gibraltar and get better on land. She thought it was a great idea.
Well, we're here in the airport, and despite my emails, sadly it didn't work with KLM. I'd asked KLM for an upgrade for Pookie's 50th, and yeah, not only did they not reply, which I thought, oh, they might have done, but they didn't even acknowledge the email, let alone anything else. So never mind, we'll travel as we are.
Amsterdam is one of the few places Trinidad flies direct to, and I had been a little cheeky and optimistic in asking for an upgrade, but KLM decided to completely ignore me. The flight went okay, but then...
Well, waiting in the airport again in Amsterdam in Schiphol, and we've been here for over an hour still waiting for the bags to arrive. I mean, how crazy is this? Okay. Never mind, we don't seem to have a very good run of these things, do we? Interestingly, it says Port of Spain's bags have all been delivered, and yet lots of people are waiting for their bags still.
They said they'd send them on to the hotel, so we left.
And here we are in Amsterdam.
We checked into our hotel, and sure enough, a little later that day our bags arrived. We spent the day wandering around Amsterdam, and all the time Pookie thought that this was just a 24-hour stopover, and that we would be on our way the following morning to Gibraltar. That evening we went out for a nice meal before the morning would be the surprise of the year. Join us next time to see our friends surprise Pookie both in Amsterdam and in Thailand.